Welcome to your guide on urban homesteading, where we explore the art of growing food in small spaces. Urban homesteading is an innovative and exciting approach to self-sufficiency, allowing us to take control of our food sources, even in the smallest of spaces. This concept is not just about growing food, it's about cultivating a lifestyle that values sustainability, health, and connection to the earth. Over the next quarter of an hour, we'll explore how to plan your urban garden, choose the right plants, and utilize techniques like vertical and container gardening. We'll delve into how you can make the most of indoor spaces for growing food and give you tips on maintaining your urban garden. So whether you have a tiny balcony, a small yard, or just a sunny windowsill, we're here to help you turn it into a thriving, food-producing haven. Stay with us as we dive into the world of urban gardening. To start an urban garden, planning is the key. It's about utilizing every inch of available space, be it a balcony, a small yard, a windowsill, or even a rooftop. The idea is to turn these areas into your little green retreats. Choosing the right containers is an essential part of this process. You can go for traditional pots, but don't shy away from getting creative. Raised beds, for example, are perfect for small yards, providing plenty of space for root growth and improving soil conditions. Vertical planters are another great option, especially for those with limited space. They can be as simple as tiered pots or as complex as wall-mounted installations. Now, let's talk about the three pillars of gardening: light, soil, and water. Light is the lifeblood of plants, so make sure your garden gets plenty of it. Most vegetables and herbs need around 6 to 8 hours of sunlight each day. If your space doesn't get that much, consider shade-loving plants or even setting up grow lights. Soil is the next pillar. It's not just dirt, it's a complex ecosystem that nourishes your plants. For containers, a general-purpose potting mix usually does the trick. It's light, drains well, and contains enough nutrients to get your plants started. Water is the final pillar. It's all about balance. Too little and your plants dry out, too much and they drown. A general rule is to water when the top inch of soil feels dry. But remember, different plants have different needs, so it's always good to do your research. Planting an urban garden might seem a bit overwhelming at first, but remember, the beauty of gardening is in the journey as much as the destination. So take your time, gather your thoughts, and start small. You'll be surprised at how much you can grow in a small space with a bit of planning and creativity. Remember, a well-planned urban garden is half the battle won. Now that you've planned your space, it's time to choose your plants. Selecting the right plants is crucial for maximizing your small space and ensuring a bountiful harvest. Let's talk veggies first. Some of the best vegetables for small spaces include tomatoes, peppers, and lettuce. Tomatoes and peppers are great because they grow vertically, which is a space saver. Lettuce, on the other hand, is perfect because it grows quickly, allowing for a continuous harvest. Moving on to herbs, basil is a great choice. It's easy to grow and it's a versatile herb that can be used in a variety of dishes. Other herbs, such as parsley, chives, and thyme, are also excellent choices for small spaces because they have a compact growth habit. But here's a secret weapon for small space gardening: companion planting. This is the practice of planting certain plants together to maximize space, increase yields, and deter pests. For instance, planting basil alongside your tomatoes can help deter pests while also enhancing the flavor of your tomatoes. Now let's talk about seasonality. To have a continuous harvest, it's important to plant in accordance with the seasons. In the spring, plant cool season crops like lettuce and peas. As the weather warms, transition to warm season crops like tomatoes and peppers. As summer winds down, switch back to cool season crops. But don't forget about the beauty of indoor gardening. With the right light conditions, you can grow herbs and leafy greens indoors all year round. Lastly, don't be afraid to experiment. Every garden is unique, and what works best for you might be different from what works best for someone else. Try different plants, observe how they grow, and adjust your garden as needed. With the right plants, you can have a continuous harvest all year round. The joy of urban homesteading is not just in the harvest, but also in the journey of growing your own food. So roll up your sleeves, get your hands dirty, and let the magic of gardening begin. If space is limited, look up. Vertical gardening is your friend. Now, let's delve into the world of vertical gardening techniques. These techniques are a game changer for urban homesteaders, enabling us to grow more food in less space. First off, trellises. Trellises are frameworks that support climbing plants, allowing them to grow upwards instead of spreading out. They're perfect for climbing vegetables like beans, cucumbers, and tomatoes. You can even make a DIY trellis using bamboo stakes or old ladders. Next, let's talk about hanging planters. These are fabulous for growing trailing plants like strawberries or herbs. A hanging planter can be as simple as a pot with a hook, or as creative as a repurposed colander. Just ensure your hanging planters get enough sunlight and water. Wall-mounted gardens are another great vertical gardening solution. Imagine a lush green wall of herbs or salad leaves right on your balcony. You can purchase ready-made wall planters or create your own using recycled pallets or plastic bottles. But why should we go vertical? Well, vertical gardening is efficient. It allows us to make the most of our limited urban spaces, growing food in places we might not have thought possible. It can also help to maximize sunlight exposure for plants, as they're not overshadowed by their neighbors. Vertical gardens are also easier on the back. No more bending over for hours weeding or harvesting. They can even act as a natural screen, providing privacy and creating a green oasis in the heart of the city. And let's not forget, vertical gardening is a chance to get creative. From crafting your own trellis to designing a wall garden, there's plenty of room for DIY projects. So if you're looking to maximize your small space, consider going vertical. It's not only practical, but also a fun and rewarding journey. Vertical gardening is not only space efficient, but also a visual treat. So roll up your sleeves and let's grow up literally. Containers are the lifeblood of urban gardening. Let's explore how to make the most of them. Selecting the right container for your plants is crucial. Some plants love deep pots, while others prefer shallow ones. For instance, tomatoes and peppers appreciate depth for their root systems, while lettuce and herbs are just fine in shallower containers. Consider the material of your container too. Plastic retains moisture well, making it a good choice for plants that like consistent moisture. However, it doesn't breathe as well as terracotta, which can be better for plants that prefer drier conditions. Now let's talk about drainage. An essential aspect of container gardening is ensuring your containers have proper drainage. Without it, water can pool at the bottom, leading to root rot, a surefire way to lose your plants. If your container doesn't have holes, you can drill some yourself. A layer of pebbles or broken pottery at the bottom can also help improve drainage. The soil in your container is your plant's home. It provides nutrients, air, and water, all vital for growth. Use a high-quality potting mix, preferably one designed for container plants. It's lighter and more porous than garden soil, allowing roots to breathe and water to drain effectively. Watering is a bit of an art in container gardening. Too much or too little can spell disaster. As a general rule, water when the top inch of soil feels dry to the touch. But remember, different plants have different needs. Some like to dry out completely between waterings, while others prefer consistent moisture. Lastly, don't forget to fertilize. Container plants can't access nutrients in the ground, so they rely on you for their meals. A slow-release organic fertilizer added to the potting mix can provide a steady supply of nutrients throughout the growing season. Remember, a happy container means a happy plant. No outdoor space? No problem. Your indoor space is a garden waiting to happen. You'd be surprised at the amount of produce you can grow right in your living room or kitchen. It all starts with finding the right spot. Windowsills are a great starting point. They often provide ample natural light, a key ingredient for plant growth. The key to windowsill gardening is choosing plants that thrive in this environment. Herbs like basil, chives, and parsley are excellent choices. They have a small footprint, need moderate sunlight, and can be harvested as needed. And let's not forget about microgreens. These tiny nutrient-packed plants can be grown in shallow containers and are ready to harvest in just 1 to 2 weeks. But what if you don't have a windowsill with good sunlight? This is where grow lights come in handy. They allow you to grow food virtually anywhere in your home. From leafy greens like spinach and kale to root vegetables like radishes and beets, the possibilities are endless. Now let's talk about indoor greenhouses. A mini indoor greenhouse can be as simple as a transparent container placed over your plants. This creates a humid microclimate that many plants love. It's perfect for starting seeds and growing tropical plants. The beauty of indoor gardening is that it's adaptable. You can start small with a few herb pots on your windowsill and gradually expand to a full indoor vegetable garden. It's about making the most of what you have and enjoying the process along the way. And remember, indoor plants do more than just produce food. They also purify the air and create a calming, green space in your home. It's a win-win situation. Indoor gardening is a fun and rewarding way to bring nature inside. With a bit of creativity and care, you can enjoy fresh, homegrown food all year round, no matter how small your living space might be. An urban garden requires regular love and care. Let's look at some maintenance tips. Firstly, watering is crucial. How often you water your plants depends on factors like the type and size of your plant, the type of soil, the weather, and the size of the container. As a rule of thumb, it's better to underwater than overwater. Stick your finger about an inch into the soil. If it's dry, it's time to water. Pruning is another essential task. Regularly remove dead or damaged leaves to keep your plants healthy and productive. This also helps to improve air circulation, reducing the risk of pests and diseases. Speaking of pests, they can be a common challenge in urban gardening. But don't panic. Many pests can be controlled with simple natural methods. For example, a spray made from a mixture of water and mild dish soap can handle common pests like aphids and whiteflies. Another challenge is limited space. But with creativity and resourcefulness, you can make the most out of your available area. Consider vertical gardening, companion planting, or even using multi-purpose furniture that can double as planters. Now let's talk about sustainable practices. Composting is a great way to reduce waste and create nutrient-rich soil. You can compost things like fruit and vegetable peels, coffee grounds, eggshells, and yard waste. Another practice is to harvest rainwater for watering your plants. This not only conserves water, but is also beneficial for your plants as rainwater is naturally soft and free from chemicals. Incorporating these tips into your routine can help you overcome the common challenges of urban gardening. Remember, every garden is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. So experiment, learn, and most importantly, have fun with it. With regular care and attention, your urban garden will thrive. We've covered a lot today, so let's recap. Urban homesteading is an exciting and rewarding journey, a testament to the resilience and creativity of the human spirit. It's about embracing self-sufficiency, making the most of your space, and experiencing the joy of harvesting your own food. We've delved into the planning stage, where assessing your available space, from balconies to windowsills, is crucial. Choosing the right containers, understanding the importance of light, soil, and water, these are all key to setting up your urban garden. We've discussed the importance of choosing the right plants, from space-efficient vegetables like tomatoes and peppers, to herbs like basil and lettuce. We've explored the concept of companion planting and how it can help maximize your space and yield. The world of vertical gardening opened up to us, with its trellises, hanging planters, and wall-mounted gardens. We saw how it can be a game changer for space efficiency and even ventured into some do-it-yourself projects. We've delved into container gardening and how selecting the right containers, ensuring proper drainage and soil quality, and maintaining a proper watering and fertilizing schedule can mean the difference between thriving plants and wilting ones. We also talked about how to utilize your indoor space effectively, from growing food on windowsills to setting up grow lights and even creating a mini indoor greenhouse. We've seen how every nook and cranny can be a potential garden spot. Finally, we touched on maintaining your urban garden, the tasks that keep it thriving, from watering and pruning to pest control. We also discussed some of the challenges unique to urban gardening and sustainable practices to keep your garden and the environment healthy. So whether you're just starting out or looking to expand your urban homesteading efforts, remember, every little step counts. Each seed planted, every sprout nurtured, contributes to a greener, healthier, and more sustainable world. Remember, every small step towards self-sufficiency counts. Happy homesteading.